Yo, what's good? Yesterday I was doing some outreach and followed someone before I sent the message and got hit with this new follower ManyChat automation message, right? Basically, for you that don't know what ManyChat is, ManyChat essentially allows you to set up like workflows and automations within messaging and direct messaging and stuff like that on Instagram. So anyone who follows you, it'll trigger the automation and then send them a message like this one here. You can also set them up so if you ever post a lead magnet, where it's like you might do a reel and say, oh, talking about your specific mechanism, you might say, oh, comment or DM me mechanism and I'll send it over. So as soon as they DM you, that triggers the ManyChat automation and it sends whatever it is that you're sending in, usually in return for like an email or something like that, right? So it's a way that people build up lead lists and get emails. They use ManyChat. Another way is through like new follower sequences like this one. This one isn't very good, and I'm going to go over and explain exactly why this isn't good, and then explain and show you a full different script. In fact, the exact script that I actually sent him for free. So I sent him it for free. I'm going to give you guys it for free as well, and I'm going to explain why this one isn't very good. I've crossed out the profile picture and the name and stuff like that because I don't really want to put anyone on fucking blast. But I sent him the upgrades and how he can make it better. So first thing that you'll notice is this is fucking long, right? It's so fucking long, which is bad because one, I'm not going to fucking read all that, and I haven't read it, even now. It's way too long to read. And it also goes over things that you don't need to go over. So for example, hey, thanks for the follow. My name is, I day trade stock market. To tell you a little bit about me, you do not need to do this. You do not need to tell people about you because they fucking follow you, right? If they follow, they already know what you do. They don't just follow for no reason, like I did, obviously, because I was trying to outreach to you, but that's different. I post here on IG for free. Yeah, no shit. We know this because we follow you. So again, this isn't needed. And here's my YouTube channel, podcast, whatever. Again, unneeded because we follow you and it should be linked in your bio. So this YouTube channel, we will already know about it if we know who you are. And then he's saying also I run a Discord, yada yada yada. Right, again, this will be linked in your bio so we know about it. And then they're saying, should I send over the link to join the Discord for free, right? The Discord link should be in your bio. This is way too long and it just comes across as automated and botty and no one wants it. It needs to be a lot more sort of, well, so this is what I would do. I'd just say, and this is, you've probably seen these as well, right? Yo, appreciate the follow. How's the trading going, right? Because this guy's a trader. This is way better than this, right? If you've got a free Discord, likelihood is they already know it because they've seen the link in your bio. If you've got a YouTube, they know it because they've seen the link in your bio. As well, your Discord, you'll be promoting it through content in your story sequences. So again, they will know about it, right? So this is much cleaner. It seems like a message you would send to a friend, and that's why it works, because it seems and it comes across that way. No one really knows what ManyChat is, right? So if you're new to trading or you're new to ecom, you don't really know what ManyChat is. Why would you? So if you get a message, so say you follow a trading creator, you like his reel, you follow him, and you get hit with a message like this, you're gonna be a little bit dumbfounded, right? You're gonna be a little bit starstruck. You've just been messaged by a guy with like 20k followers who's been teaching dropshipping. You can't believe he just messaged you, right? Why has he messaged you? So they're going to click on it and open it, right? This message is simply just to get that initial response. That is all it is. It's just baiting a response. And this is what the ManyChat will do. So as soon as you follow someone, the ManyChat sends this message. They respond. As soon as they respond, ManyChat will either pass it over to a setter or it can keep going. But it's much better if you have a setter, like a DM setter on your offer, who can take over from here, because no two conversations are the same and they need to be able to flow with the person and it needs to seem real. As soon as someone notices that it's an AI they're speaking to, they're fucking gone. Right, so we asked either one of these two questions. You appreciate the follow, how's the trading going? Or you appreciate the follow, are you in the trading space or are you in the ecom space right now? Like, we're just asking because not everyone's going to be trading straight away, so this doesn't apply to everyone, so it doesn't always work. So that's why this one's probably the better one, right? So you appreciate the follow. Are you currently trading? Or you appreciate the follow. How are you in the info space, or are you in the ecom space right now? You know what I mean? Things like that, where it's just simple question, right? It's like a question you would ask a friend. Then we move on to awareness. So once they've responded with, yeah, I'm currently trading, it's going well, right? But, oh, sick, right? So how's that trading journey going? Are you funded? Or how long have you been doing ecom for? Or how long have you been trading for? Things like that, right? This is to build up awareness. This is just so that we can kind of pinpoint their journey and see where it is that they're at with their trading, with their business, whatever it may be, right? So we ask the initial question, we try and find out where they're at on their journey or where they're at with the business. Then we try and figure out what their goal is, right? So here's 3 different examples of ways you can do that. So you can be like, sweet man, what are the payouts looking like currently? So let's say, for example, you appreciate a follow, how's the trading going? Are you funded? And they're like, yeah, I'm funded. Oh, okay, what are those payouts looking like? Oh, the payouts aren't looking too good. Oh, okay, perfect. Then we'll move on to the next step, right? Or it could be like, you appreciate the follow, you're currently in the ecom space. But yeah, I'm in the ecom space. Okay, how long have you been doing ecom for? Only about 6 months. Okay, where you want it to be at with ecom in the next 3 months, right? We're trying to understand what their goal is. What do they want to achieve in the next 3 months? Or let's say you're a photographer and you're teaching about photography. You could be like, oh yeah, how are you currently bringing on clients with your photography business? And then they might say, oh, I'm cold calling currently to get clients. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, and how is that going, right? So we're understanding what their goal is and we're trying to get ready for the next step, right? So once we've understood their goal, the next thing we need to understand is what their problem is. Why are they following us? What are they trying to solve? So I'll use the ecom one, for example. So where you want it to be at with ecom in the next 3 months. They might be like, oh, I'm wanting to get my ecom store to 10k a month. Okay, got you. What's the main thing holding you back from hitting that 10k a month? They might be like, oh well, the thing that's holding me back from hitting that 10k a month is the ads that I'm running for my ecom store aren't performing very well. Okay, so that's their first problem. Their ads aren't performing on their ecom store, right? And if we're an ecom coach, we know what we can teach them, ads. And then, so yeah, well then we'll use this one, right? So let's say we ask them, what are you currently doing to bring on clients with your photography business and how's that going? They might be like, oh, it's not going very well, I'm cold calling at the moment. Okay, so what's stopping you from actually getting where you want to be and landing that first client for your photography business? They might be like, well, I'm not very good at sales, so when I'm trying to cold call people, it's not going any further than the call. Okay, perfect. So now we've established both problems. So the ecom guy, he can't scale to 10k a month because he's struggling with his ads. And the photography person is struggling with landing their first photography client because they can't do sales and they're struggling with cold calling. So now we need to dig deeper. Currently, the problems that we've found from them are surface level. We need to dig deeper. We want to be down here, right? And because surface level problems are great, but it's never usually the full cause. There's usually something deeper and at the root, right? So why do you think problem is actually holding you back? Or, okay, bro, so besides problem, is there anything else in your way? So why do you think the ads are what's actually holding you back? And they might be like, well, they're not performing and I don't really know how to run them. So now we've understood that the problem isn't actually his ads for the ecom guy, this is. His problem is actually that he doesn't know how to run ads. So the problem's him, not the ads, it's him. And then we'll go back to the photography one for this bottom example here. Okay, bro, so besides cold calling, is there anything else that's actually in your way? And be like, no, that's it, just the cold calling. Or they might be like, well, I'm not very confident on the phones when I'm trying to sell because I don't really know what it is I'm going to offer these people. So now we've understood that it's not even the sale that's the problem for this guy. The actual problem is that he's unconfident and he has no confidence in his ability to actually perform and actually to provide a service for these people. So do you understand now why you always need to dig deeper? Never just ask what's your problem with the business, because it's not enough info. right? Anyone can just say, oh, my problem is that I'm not selling enough, or my problem is that I don't know how to run ads. There's usually something much worse and a bigger problem deeper and closer to the root, right? So once we've dug deeper, we need to confirm what the problem actually is. Okay, right? So we'll use the ecom one for an example, right? I'll just use the ecom one for an example. I don't want it might have got a bit confusing with me using two examples at once, right? Okay. So if we helped you, so it'd be okay if you knew how to run ads and your problem was solved, would you be confident that you could achieve that 10k a month? And then they might be like, yeah, I'd be confident that I could achieve that 10k a month. So that's all you're doing. We've found out what their problem was. We've found out what their goal is. And now we're just putting it together for them and saying, okay, so if we could help you solve that problem, could you achieve that goal? And this is probably the most crucial part, getting to admit that if that problem was solved, the goal would also be achieved. Because that makes the next step so much fucking easier. If they say no, let's say we'll use the econ example, right? If you learn how to run ads, would you be confident that you could hit that 10k a month? And they said no, you'd be like, well, why? I thought you said to me that the ads was what was holding you back. And then they might say, well, yeah, that's true, but the product could also be terrible. So then you just literally add that other problem right here. Okay, so then if we helped you learn how to run ads and help you find better products, would you be confident that you could hit that 10k a month then? And then it's a definite yes. So this is why it's better to have a person on the DM than the ManyChat automation for this point, because the ManyChat can't handle this much variables, but the person can, right? So once we've confirmed what their actual problem is, we need to pitch them on the call. And this only works if we've got a yes from this. If they say no, and every problem you say that you can fix to help them achieve their goal, and they just say no, there's no point, you aren't going to be able to set them. So we now need to pitch the call with the setter, right? So just like, got you, man. Would it be helpful if you jumped on a call with a member of the team, which is the setter, by the way? This member of the team is the setter. So yeah, got you, man. Would it be helpful if you jumped on a call with a member of our team to see how we can help you solve problem so that you can hit goal? So remember, they've just said yes, they could achieve their goal if we help them solve the problem, and now we're offering to help them solve it on a call. They're going to want to get on that call so that we can help them, and that's kind of the magic of it. That's how it works. We've got them to say yes already, so now when we pitch them a call to actually do it, they're going to say yes. And if they say no, it kind of, they're not someone who takes action, right? And there's other ways to go from there. Like, you can just ask, oh, you don't want to jump on the call? Why is that, if you don't mind me asking? Right? You might find out that they're fucking scared to succeed or some bullshit, or that they don't have money. If they don't have money, then that's perfect. You don't want to get on the call with them. So that's how this works, right? And then you pitch them on the call, the setter gets on. So then once they're on the call, the setter dials them, qualifies them, and books them on a call with the closer, and the closer sells them on the offer and collects the cash, right? That's kind of how this entire setting process works. And that's literally the whole thing, right? So the ManyChat handles this bit, and your DM setter handles the rest. Now, you can go and implement this into your business right now, but there is a lot more scripts and systems and automations that you're going to need to set up. So if you feel like that's going to be something of a struggle for you, and you want someone to, like me, to come in and help you install all these systems, because I have all the sales scripts and send scripts for every opportunity and every sort of way that you would need them already pre-written out, just like this one here. This is just one setting script out of a list. This is just for new followers, right? So if you're currently trying to run an info offer, but you don't know how to scale it, or you're stuck with just an audience but not a way to monetize it, click the link in the description and we'll jump on an audit call, and I'll see exactly how I can help you scale your offer.